The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at... Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Right to the air is Mahomes. The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at... Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Right to the air is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
And you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Right to the air is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines waiting for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Mahomes to throw once more. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. It'll buy some time right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Goff now looking to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Goff now to throw. And he's got it. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Sam Laporta, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. 3rd down and 6. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
That'll be caught by Rice. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
For Kansas, that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. Flush to it, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think the teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
First carry now for David Montgomery. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. That's caught by Montgomery. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Pacheco, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone, and he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this will be caught by Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shot. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Anzalone, what a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Returnable here from the 38. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you...
All the way down inside the 20. Bring that.
We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Throwing again is gone. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. On the return, Britton Covey. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into these short yardage situations around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throw right side, cut by Smith. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. First down, a run with Barkley. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here we go, 2nd and 9. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Steelers force the turnover on the first series of this game. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And bringing them out an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
There's still lots of people around the NFL that believe that Justin Fields' best football is in front of him. Major believers of him as an upper-tier quarterback. And the reason why, Kate, is he's got physical traits that are just unique and different. He can run it like a running back, and he can spin a football as well. In fact, that running ability is some of the best in the game. But just continuing to build and refine his game as a passer between the tackles, that would be the key to the longevity of his career.
Fields on first down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead, I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Wow, bringing it out from the back of the end zone here. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. That one gains 7. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Offense up to the line fast. That one's complete right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On second down, here's Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Working quickly here. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Taken in by Smith. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They're set up at the 35 now. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. We're on here with Will Shipley. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Now the Eagles readying to attempt a 2-point conversion. He's throwing for it. And this is caught, and that bid for the lead works out. They're now up 8-7. They come up with a touchdown of their own, and then, I love this, a little one-upping by scoring on the two-point try to take the lead.
Yeah, you love it because you're going to have to make that call, the coach did. But clearly, they don't want to play from behind. They want to be the one dictating, and now they've got to do it the rest of the way.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Caught by Freiermuth. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone, instead stopped at the 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Offense in the hurry up here. Harris. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers take a second quarter lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers push their lead to 6. Now Boswell on to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Offense up to the line fast. They go to Barkley again. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Able to get it to Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. But those are the hurry-up offense here. On 1st down, Hurts. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Barkley trying this up the gut. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. Working quickly here. Here's another carry for Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Caught by the open man. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 1-score game in the first half. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A carry by Harris here to start the drive. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers hoping to grow their lead before halftime. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Harris, and he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun snap to Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So now, here's third and goal. Out of the shotgun, Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on third and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on fourth down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stops. The Eagles about set to go on offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. First and 10 now from the 30. Hurts now from the gun. Wow, wide open here, complete. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles make it a one-score game before halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Now the Eagles will attempt another two-point conversion. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Cole Holcomb has it. And the Steelers get it back after making their third first-half interception. Well, he looks maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that two-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First and 10 now from the 30. Here we go. Fields out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
This one intended for the running back. And now they're staring at fourth and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Eagles will take possession. They're out and set, first and 10. Here's Saquon. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Steelers get it back after making their third first-half interception. Well, he's had the kind of scoring day you love to see out of him. 3 touchdowns in the book so far, but have 3 interceptions thrown as well. Gotta do without those.
Yeah, you do. The aggressiveness has helped him find the end zone several times, but it's also led him to find defenders several times as well. You got to figure this out. It's a quarterback teeter-totter. How to dial the mistakes back while keeping that aggressive mindset as well.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Field throwing here. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And this is down all the way to the 3. The Steelers calling their first timeout. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Harris. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to be touchdown right at the line, so no gain on the play. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
On 3rd and goal, here's Fields. The back grabs it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Point after up and good for Boswell. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Well, Brock Martin, a touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. One last play before the break. He's back to throw. And they pick him off again. And the Steelers do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. The call came in before the teams even hit the locker rooms. We're skipping halftime. We're starting the 3rd quarter right away. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. Calvin Austin on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on his return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Fits it through the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. The Eagles headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this one, well, I think we all know it's going to be a tough one to watch again on film, but a lot to be learned from the showing here, right? He's been intercepted 4 times, and it's been real tough to get a good read on what the coverage has been doing to stop him. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 7. They left him wide open. It's complete. At the 20. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles start the 2nd half with some needed points. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, here comes Austin. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. They'll start with a give to Harris. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. All right, here we go. Second down. Looking to throw Fields. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He completes it in traffic. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. The throw is caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Working quickly here. First down from the red zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 16-point ball game. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
The Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point conversion coming up. Another throw for Fields. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. Drive starts out with the 1st and 10. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's Barkley. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. They're on a stop. Larry Ogunjobi. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. As the open man downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. To the ground with Barkley. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Offense in a hurry up here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Steelers take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for them. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
First down throw for Fields. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Fields on first down. He's trying to push the field. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. A give to Barkley. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the 34. Catch is made down the right sideline. Here he goes again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles make it an 11-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. Throwing the out route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. We've reached the end of the... Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Fields. Taking a big shot for the end zone. They connect on a deep shot. And that's a touchdown catch, at least for the moment. Oh, Brock, but guys are already walking backwards. You know what that means. I think this one's going to be on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but cross the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's looking deep once again. Big game downfield. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. That type of play right there, Brock. Who do you credit more? You crediting him for making the catch or the quarterback for putting just the right touch on that football?
Are you asking me the quarterback or me the analyst?
The unbiased observer of football.
Sure. Well, the quarterback's going to say, that's all it's me. That's a beautiful arc. Don't you love that touch?
Yep,
The receiver's going to say, yeah. But I'm the one who brought it down for you. The answer is it's both, and that was awesome.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Covey now to return this. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. There he goes again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. And he has done it. That touchdown, his 5th, and it ties the receiving record for a single game. Joining Bob Shaw, who set it back in 1950. One of the game's great tight ends, and Kellen Winslow Sr. And, of course, the greatest receiver of all time, Jerry. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fields out of the gun. He puts him there under a deep throw. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers go up by 19. Now Boswell on to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The Eagles are ready to set up shop on offense. And we've seen some acting touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Working quickly here. They go with Barkley here. Blast through midfield. And he's down to the 42-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And this one does not go far. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 39. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And that means 3rd down coming up. Hurts now from the gun. Stays upright. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They run it with Saquon. Broke through the tackle. And he'll go down here at the 16. Offense up to the line fast. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes and have to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
Oh, what a stiff arm. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 6th of the game. That's the first NFL player to catch that many in one contest. Wow. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. The Steelers offense headed out. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Taken in by Harris. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They give to Harris from the gun. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. Trying to set this up quick. Hits him on the out route. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Fields looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Time now taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. They do snap it. Here's Fields. Throw is caught by the back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You got a mini base. Why not? Here we go. No much. Right.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. And that gets into double digits with his 10th reception of the game. They've kept him about as busy as they could all contest. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Kicked out by Quinyon Mitchell.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right, you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
63.
Throwing from near his own goal line. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And a good pick up a 9 there before he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
He rolls to his right. Taking off with it again. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. Took off with it again. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.
Into bounds. As this will be.
Defenses really had to.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Now it's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Jackson now. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Henry out of the pistol, and he stopped immediately there. Milton Williams there on the tackle. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now it's Jackson out to his left. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama and finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. To Barkley on the check down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep him from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And that would be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they have one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line. Again, it's hit. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Hurts sets up to throw it. Under pressure, they got him again. Trenton Simpson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, there's that trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Derrick Henry trots back.